So I'm recording this because I do a lot of car projects. The missus is constantly angry with me for doing them, but what she often says is that I should always take before and after pictures, because by the time I get to the end they don't look anything like the way I originally got them. Never do it. Always get to the end and think to myself that I should have done, so what better way to do it than to record it. Putting it on YouTube for you guys to watch if you want to. I'm going to do it anyway, so it's entirely up to you if you want to stick around, watch the rest of the videos, and I'll keep taking them as I do bits and bats to this one. Okay, so this is a 1990 Honda Civic. First question obviously is going to be, why the hell has it got red doors and red wings on it? Story of this basically was, it was parked at a Honda dealership. Apparently the lady that parked it in earned it from new. They took it in with the intention of basically restoring it and showing it in their showrooms, and whilst it was parked in their car lot, somebody basically broke into it, smashed the side windows, ripped the doors open, which obviously broke the doors and dented the front of the wings. So the guy that I bought it from had bought it from the dealership, put these doors and wings on it basically to get it solid, and I'd then looked to sell it. I found it on eBay. It's listed under the glorious title of car. So quick lesson for all you people doing eBay out there: put a proper title on, otherwise you're going to end up with people buying cars for very cheap like I did. This cost me the grand sum of £370 I think, but it is very, very grotty. I mean, you can see it looks alright from a distance, but we start getting up close and it is absolutely filthy. I mean, it clearly has been sat for some time. It's Honda Civic GL. It's the automatic version, but get some inside pictures, or inside video, sorry, should I say, to show you. It looks like it's completely stock. It looks fairly straight, even with the different doors on. Looks fairly straight down the sides. Bring you down this side, lovely spider webs. It's not a great deal to see. I mean, these are the major bits that I'm going to need to do. You can see here I got crusty. That's going to need to be welded up, and then it's obviously had some weld repair here. You've got to question how good it is, because this looks like the weld line and that's the rust. So I suspect that they haven't chopped this out properly when they've come to repair it. They've simply put a patch over there. That's if it's even metal. It sounds like metal, but we'll see when we start grinding into that. A little bit of bubbling up here. Other than that, the arch isn't too bad. There's a little bubble at the back which I'll prepare up and get there. But actually inside the arch it is very dirty, but actually it looks fairly solid. So I mean, look at this. If you can see that on camera, it's just grimy. It's not been cleaned in a while. Obviously it's got new doors on, the door handles. The guy has done a decent job, so these are the original handles. So the key that works for the ignition works for everything else. Have seen inside one of these. They're missing on both sides, so I'm not sure which side is in there and which side I'm going to need to replace. And again, looks fairly straight down the side. A little bit of scuffing on the corner here. We can sort that, that's not a problem. Early spec front end. Just seen there in the reflection, there's a dent in the bonnet, which I look to sort. Usual wiper arms, which lose all of their colour. I've never seen a Civic with black wiper arms that haven't been touched. But no, it's not looking too bad so far. Fog light's not fitting right. That looks just like it's a broken bracket, nothing too serious. A little bit of repair just needed on this this back filler. Again, it's nothing too serious. This arch looks a little bit worse. I mean, it's solid. The lip itself is, I'm not sure if you can see under there. There we go. It looks crunchy, it's horrible, but actually, I mean, I'll probably end up cutting that out, to be honest, and replacing it. Might as well do it properly. Crunchiness up here. Solid behind, which is surprising. But again, as we come down, we've got exactly the same thing on this side. You can see there. Crunchiness, crunchiness, crunchiness. I mean, look at that. Wonderful. But all that'll come out, that's not a problem. Can repair that. Again, looks to have had a bit of a repair here. I'm probably going to cut that out again. It's not that I don't trust previous repairs, but if the other side isn't fixed properly, then the likelihood is that this one isn't fixed properly. So again, different door, different wing. This door is extremely faded. It's also not fitted. I don't think the hinges have been bolted on properly. I'm hoping that it hasn't bent anything where the hinge mounts, but if you can see, so this should at least close to, and then you should be able to show it. But really what you've got to do is give it a good old slam. I'm not sure if this will pick up in the videos, but this entire side is speckled with what looks like fence paint. I'm wondering if this car's just been stored somewhere while they've been painting a fence, which isn't fantastic, but I'm sure that'll come off. A bit of thinners. Rust repair needed just around the aerial, working aerial, which is a surprise. Yeah, the good news is that there doesn't seem to be any rust repair needed around the window screen. You can see those spots of fence paint. I mean, they are literally glass, rubbers, paint. It's definitely been sat somewhere, I think. I mean, mirrors. Again, we've got lovely spider webs. They've been making their home in this one. This wing's got a bit of a dent here. That's going to need to either be repaired, or I might replace the wing, depending what the rest of it's like. I mean, it's solid all the way down. This wing's got evidence of paint on it, so we'll see. Might replace it. Good news is that sills all the way along seem to be nice and solid. Underneath seems to be nice and solid. Just those arches at the back. Inside, it's the lovely early spec checker interior. I'm quite a fan of this interior, actually. I think it looks quite retro. Door check strap has not been fastened in. I wonder if that actually reaches properly if the hinges haven't been put on. This is a disaster. I mean, that is completely gone. There's the seat inside. The middle material's in quite good condition, so I might have a bit of a plan for that. Passenger one seems to be in good nick. And the rears, from what I can see, seem to be in good nick. I wonder, got some seat covers here. I wonder if that's what that's for. Auto. GL steering wheel. There's not a great deal to say in here. Like I said, it was all factory tape deck, which is all good. There's that one trim. In fact, look at that. We have both trim pieces. So actually, buy a couple of new clips. We don't need to replace those, which is good. We've got some universal blade wipers free, which is good. What is this? I suspect that is from the let's have a quick suspect that has been taped over that at one point. Horrendous. Okay, so we've got the good old fashioned key, no blippers, no remote, it's just good old fashioned. Straight in. Ooh, lovely music. Let's turn that off. See the yellow light there indicating choke, because this is a manual choke. What do you reckon? Oh, nearly. Whilst it thinks about it. Notice how the temperature gauge shoots straight up to halfway. I haven't been running this is dead cold. So that's a problem that's going to need to be fixed. Seems good though. Definitely doesn't like running cold. Sounds like it's got a bit of a misfire, but I can't hear over that blow of the exhaust. And I'll show you where the exhaust is leaking. I assure you that is not a sports exhaust. Got the lovely 1.4 twin carb power. Small update, something I've never ever found when buying a car second hand at all. I'm just glad that it's not really caused any damage, to be honest. So I was basically checking under the oil cap. For you guys that know cars, you'll know you checked if there's any mayonnaise. Took the oil cap off. Fantastic, black oil, yep, that's good, no worries there. By happens chance, I had a quick look in here. Can you see what they are? Can you? They're 10p pieces. So this is the car that is already given. Somebody dropped them in for a giggle. I can see 3 in there, and actually if I look a little bit further along, nope, you've lost them. There's more down the rocker, so I think first port call is we need to get this right. I'm going to start putting this rocker cover off. Got my sockets out, got my pliers, got my screwdrivers, got a bolt box, because where there's a will, there's a way. And I've got a feeling this car is going to be very much will to go on and on. But I'll crack on with it. And get the oil cap on. And you don't want to watch me doing this in no time. So let's bring it up. engine, normal engine, normal engine, right over this end. And why on God's green earth would you put coins in a rocker cover unless you are a dick? We'll get these removed. I mean, look at this. What is this? What is that? I'm not even sure what that is, but that is not an engine part. So we'll remove that. We'll get the rocker cover put back on for the time being, start it back up, and I bet that rattling noise disappears. Just try it and see if she sounds any better. Then the sewing machine. So the plan was this time to show you the new project car and start cleaning it up. I've got the hoover out over there. I'm just going to clean it down, start getting some of those fence paints off. But it just shows you that you buy a car, you don't know its history, could be anything wrong with it. So instead today you've seen me take some coins out the engine, which is something I never expected to do. Project cars throw up all sorts of weird and wonderful problems at you, but that one was a simple fix, thankfully. It's not done anything to the engine. So next episode, if you want to come back and watch, we'll actually start cleaning it out and seeing what we've got. But right now I think I need to take this pooch for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Right, see you on the next one.